Alright, welcome on into everyone to the stream. We make sure our audio is sounding all good. It is fantastic to be back. Great to see you all. I'm still, I'd say I'm probably about 75%, so if I sound a little bit different, a little off, I'm not completely better, but I'm good enough to rating just like IRL, really. Not here right now, we've got a very clear day, but it has been quite cloudy and foggy as of late. A sign of things to come. Fair enough. Let me go ahead and dial back the music a bit here. Probably sit at about 29 for now. Let me know if we need to turn up or down the audio of the game. I gotta dial things back on my side just a smidge. We are indeed live. Good to see you, Just Yes. Good to see you, Brian. Hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I sure did. The Father Wizard came through and hooked me up with a very nice 34-inch Alienware curved TV. No sponsor, but this thing is fantastic. Trying to get this thing figured out though for the stream because the resolution wasn't quite the same, so I'm playing in a window right now, which should be fine. We'll go ahead and log right on in. We are here for some Path of Exile 2. We've got a couple of characters just because I was trying to get used to the mouse and keyboard. I've been playing this game mostly over on PS5 with the Lady Wizard. PS5 recording, though, is not a lot of fun. I was doing that actually on the previous channel before we switched over to Total War, but so I was trying to get the hang of the controls and make sure I had a couple of actual proper Warhammer names secured for us. I've got one on the other account. I'm actually going to go and delete, so we're going to jump right on in. If you don't know the story, in the first game you get exiled, and now we're getting exiled too. That's pretty much all there is to it. Yeah, there we go. Let's create ourselves a new character. We're going to be playing on a standard solo self-found. Disables trade and party play. So for this character specifically, we're going to be playing solo. But for others, we will definitely be having other lasses come on in to join us. My brother has picked the game on up, so Brother Wizard might be making an appearance. And I'm seeing, and likely the Lady Wizard will as well. Christmas was amazing for you. Also bought a Tau Combat Patrol. Ooh, that'll be a fun... What color scheme? You figured that one out yet? So we'll be doing here on the solo self-found. We'll definitely be having ourselves a hardcore character at some point here, so let me know if everything looking all good. This is kind of the first time streaming on this monitor with everything set up like this, so... we'll go ahead and grab us the Mercenary.
Hired hand. Wanted in Oriath, you fled like a coward. Every life has a price, and your crossbow has kept your coin purse full. Here you are judged and found guilty. What say you?
What say I? Child Wizard quite not... Probably not. It's a little bit too gruesome for Little Wizard. So we've got the name all figured out. This is going to be Malachi. We're bringing Malayson, into the game, but the problem is I'm the one that has this name on the PlayStation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up to the other room real quick and delete that character. That way we can go ahead and claim. His arms look a little bit strange here. Malachi has been not given the proper amount of food. We need to have a word with the manager. Looks amazing. Good to see. Good to hear. Also good to see you there, Jas. I got blended up in my brain there. I've got a good bit of cold medicine in my system. That way I can play this at least fairly lucidly. I'll have to wait till the box arrives to think of a scheme. I'll probably stick to the Far Side Enclaves. Fair enough. So I'm gonna jump up real quick and delete that character. That way we don't get told we can't have this one. 1 second. Rip Malachi. Long live Malachi. The other one was only like level 20 or so. It's no big problem. So here we are at the riverbank. And I'm sure it has been out long enough. You definitely have seen Diablo, but if it was good. We're definitely going to start calling games Exile-likes, probably for going forward. Just with how good this is. Let's get to it. We don't have our weapon just yet.
You're alive.
I know.
I'm glad to see another living soul.
The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. I would appreciate it if you could...
Oh, no, see, you want to avoid getting nom-nom-nom like that.
Reach Clearfell.
If Diablo 3 and 4 were good. If they were good.
Well,
that's fair.
That was unexpected. Off to find this miller bloke.
Just playing through this though, comparatively to Diablo, it's night and day different. So here we're as the mercenary. We've got our crossbow as our main bit of damage. We've got physical damage and a little bit of crit. So one of the things I didn't realize until much later is even no matter how much you boost up, well, we'll probably explain that later. So where we just got our first crossbow, and we're going to get out of our inventory here. Got our flasks for health and mana for feeding. You'll gain more for slaying monsters. And of course here we've got our good old dodge roll. How many deaths are we expecting? I don't know how many deaths are you all expecting. I'll say nothing. I'm not 100% myself, so. Oh, and immortal. I have the one under 34. Is that right? You have a lovely reload. We're gonna hear lots of. Excuse me, Malachi. Come on now. Embarrassing me in front of my wizard friends. That's what I eat. And you get a good old Q to reload. You see the actual bolt. You'll have it. And you see how many bolts you have, as well as your reload time, which is lovely. So we need to go find Clearfell. Washed up on shore after being exiled. Who? Get out of here, you. Show you the crossbow. I don't believe with the first kick, so I didn't play too much of the first one, but I don't believe the first one had WASD movement. So if you're playing the ranger, it was a little click and move. Well, I can imagine this is miles better. And not being a melee class here, we don't have to be. You'll take under 12. That sounds good. Crossbow sounds like a shotgun. Listen, it gets so much better. It goes from crossbow to fully automatic crossbow to shotgun to a sniper. At will. Hello. There's 2 zombies, huh? And playing on the different classes, the warrior definitely seems to be one of the more difficult classes. But in the early game, I just completely threw that. So act like Luke when you get your lightsaber, toss that shield over your shoulder, and find another box stick. You're set. It's been many years. Get ourselves our first skill gem. This is the fragmentation rounds. Load our crossbow with piercing bolts that fragment in flight. Bolts that hit a frozen enemy consume that freeze and cause an explosion of shrapnel. Bolts that hit an ice crystal cause it to explode. Indeed. Let's slot that sucker right on in. It's going to cost us 8 mana to use. And you basically just loads in 1 bolt. Pierces 2 targets, fires 10 fragmentation rounds. Hold on, can I get out over here to see? Oh, cool, so you can't see, you can switch over the tabs like this. I'm trying to figure out exactly how things are going to work differently from console, which it's fairly similar. UI is quite a bit different, though. So we'll go ahead and find a Z skill over here, too. Sure, why not? Right-click to switch our ammo type. Don't you worry. We can get ourselves some new shoes, though. We're looking a little rough. Hold resist. That's not bad. Some rawhide boots. Every time you'll switch from this to normal, you'll have that shotgun sound. Don't worry about how many bolts we're bringing with us, or where we store them. Magic pockets. We're clearing out this entire map here. We need all the experience we can get. I don't think there's anything further up here. We'll just take a quick look. Oh, I see you there. Down! I'll add a lovely southern flair to our Kiwi lad here. If any of you are mercenary connoisseurs or experts, please feel free to leave your own tips and build ideas, I am here for the backseat gaming. Especially since my brain still hasn't recovered from Nurgle's Rod. As if you ever had a choice of clearing the entire map. That's fair. Especially with you lot here. Alright, let's use our fragmentation rounds. Let's drop these fools proper. Awesome, mate. Make sure it's highlighted first. So I do have a couple things changed up with the UI where they all have their little health bars. Well, I did have it changed, but it had health bars above them. What's going on here? I believe it's here. Watch for these zombies to come up on me. I was pretty positive. A couple of UI changes I had made, but apparently not always. So, sockets, life bars for allies. I mean, no, they're supposed to be there. I don't like showing the one above my character. It breaks my oh-so-perfect immersion. But let's go ahead and do this. I think we'll give us the full, lovely Orbeez here. Alright. Evasion rating on this vest. Well, we are wearing what we got out of what we ran away from. That nonsense. Let's pull the inventory on up and get all scrolls. Life and lightning resist. Not bad. I prefer more damage, but we'll take it. We'll get a little bit better here.
Take back!
Take back. Come here, buddy. You're still alive over here. These little buggers are mean. You don't sleep on the fire spiders. You can sleep on the undead as much as you want. I was watching Asdacross's monk run, and the little fire spiders ended it pretty quickly. We'll see if we get quite as bad of a run here. So here's our gigantic skill tree. Lovely. Overwhelming unless you kind of zoom on it and take a quick look. You can either get more armor and evasion rating, which is going to keep you alive more, or more damage, which, if you know me, more damage where we're going all the way. Projectile damage. So we can get even further projectile damage, or we can go for attack speed. My plan is to kind of come down to this little route here to start. We can just keep buffing up our projectile damage, and then have the opportunity for it to chain off of terrain. So if we use our little shotgun projectiles, they might have an opportunity to bounce off of the walls and into our enemies, and we'll kind of figure out where we're going from there. We are going to do a blend of grenades and just our good old crossbow bolts. We'll figure out a proper specialization as we go on, but we definitely don't want to not utilize any part of our kit. Glass cannon all the way, exactly. We don't need evasion armor, just kill them before they get to you. Easy. I know.
Dodge this!
That didn't go anywhere. You can see we're doing a bit more damage. Hoping we're gonna drop those guys in 2 hits reliably. We'll see. Big group. Frag bop. There we go. There's another one of those crates somewhere around here that'll give us further goodies. That was quite rude. Growling at people you just met. Alright, so that's probably our old miller, so before we head that way, let's just make sure there's no more zombies lumbering around over here. Let's round the pincushion. Yeah, no thanks there. Spicy crab. Awesome. I usually have some quality already, really. Evasion rating or just a chunky bit of armor. I think we'll just go switch up rawhide. Better quality? Absolutely. Does they have magical stuff? Nah. But we're not coming across that right now. Like, you're giving who needs evasion armor, plus you're giving yourself a perfect out. 880 shield. Yeah. Well, you can build your kind of characters however you want, but they do have a base. I'd say a base frame that they're kind of working with.
You're gonna stay dead.
So for the mercenary here, you're kind of working with strength and evasion, more evasion, and then or I guess dexterity and strength. So more dexterity, a little bit less strength. That's how I perceive it. But you can build them however you really want. And nothing back here. Let's go put us down a mini boss. We will surely die in one hit, but the enemy will come down with us. Exactly. That's the whole point of being a slayer. Hello, Governor. I'd like to see you try. Gets drawn by the bloated miller. Let's see. That's not quite as well. It does give him a little bit more stagger, doesn't it? Then we can shoot from these other guys here. Shoot boys builds up a little bit more. There it is. I see you, friend. The back pedal class. There we go. Get our one up there. Not completely unhit. Ooh. Big boy in the shoulder. I rolled too soon. That's all right. We got him stunned for a second. Probably the average time for a troll trying to fight a Slayer pirate. They'll rip you. Oh, hang on now. Streamer luck. Leather vest of magification. Great whooping ogre bowl hours. That's actually probably pretty fair. That's your typical ogre bowl experience.
Please come inside.
You will indeed be full of bolts by the time your tenure's done.
Well, doubt these folk will have much gold.
That's rude, Malachi.
Renly's the name. You're skilled with the violence.
You're skilled with the violence.
There in the riverbanks
That's how you greet new people.
Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. But have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times. I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense.
I'm a master of the violence, sir. Grab me a skill gem.
There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the felling. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself.
Oh, fair. We'll
Now, if you could
slay it
channel
for
your
you.
violence against this
Brother, you keep talking about violence. I'm gonna have to show you. Got our lore here for those who might be interested. We will be.
Kindness will get you killed in times like these, old man.
Wait till after he's left before you tell him that. Here we are at our hub. We're Act 1. Use the well to refill up our flasks there.
Welcome to the Camp of the Lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una.
You've got chickens, you're fine.
All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grellwood. After he returned, a madness grew in him. Something happened out there. Please, I beg of you, travel into the forest and begin your search. There must be some clue as to what took place.
A fantastic
I
intro
fear
is what
this
took
land's
place.
sickness will only deepen unless we do something.
Indeed.
A face like that almost makes me want to help for free. Almost.
Alright, Malachi. Fair enough. Thinking with what matters. So we do have a couple of stashes up here. I hadn't named them all, but I guess that has since been changed. I got a couple of them. I've got your currency flask, a couple of the premium ones, and then one for the life flasks, and all of your gems. So we'll be collecting those as we go along. Lovely. So we need to search Clearfell for the entrance to the Mud Burrow, slay the Devourer, and travel through Clearfell to the Grellwood. Let's first
Yes.
figure out what our new
Please,
items are there. How much
take
gold do we
your
have?
time.
Not much, but we can sell these foods.
Oh, I like this one.
I'm so glad to hear it.
Let's have a look then.
That's pretty healthy. Gain 3 rage when hit by an enemy. Well, what would rage be doing for us? Grants 1% more attack per rage gained up to a maximum of 30. And it deteriorates pretty quickly. This is less for what we're doing here, but hey, we'll take it. The rage would critically hit. We're gonna have to set up take a shot every time Malachi sims roll, probably. Either sims for ladies or any kind of gold in the area.
I will treasure it.
I love to hear it. Identifying these would make them worth more to sell, but we'll just go ahead and make some cash real quick. See you later. We will be unlocking an ability to get these scrolls of wisdom, or have all of our... a lot of the items you come across are unidentified at the start. You have to... Man, Malachi, we look like a full-blown... This is a ghillie suit is what it is. I guess we're instead of going like cult crazy, we're just wearing a ghillie suit. No problems. Onward to Clearfell. Yes, we have an uncut skill gem. Thanks for reminding me. Alright, so our gem cuttings. We can decide which abilities to use. Oh, and see... Listen, I haven't made it this far into... I was just kind of playing through the beginning, but... It shows you on PC which the gems that aren't in the game yet. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Primal, flail, mace. Oh, well, mace already, obviously. Axes, awesome. Alright, so we will come back to our crossbow, and we are going to start with grenades. Absolutely.
Explosive grenades have a...
Oh, go ahead and read it for
Explosive grenades.
The thing I
have a
like
long
about it is
fuse
it'll give you a
that
little
deal
video and
devastating damage if
explain
you
how it
can
works
catch
too, so
enemies
the
in the
creators.
blast.
Chef's kiss on making sure you know how the game works
Explosive
while you're playing
grenades have a
through.
long fuse, but deal devastating damage if you can
Fire
catch
damage and
enemies
nice
in...
explosive. Give me these. We gotta have grenades and frag rounds. Slot that on in, and we'll go ahead and get that set up for our, I guess for our F. For now. Damage, 1. Flail Merc build ahoy. That's pretty true. Right out. As y'all are gonna get obliterated if we're drinking every time Malachi is sipping for cash and ladies. Now you can't see me. No, you can't see me. I guess this is actually a true ghillie suit. Idiot. Sorry, idiot. That's right. From the grenade. Oh, spike. Rotten wolf, nasty. That's not how you treat your animals. Frag out. Oh, that's awesome. So what, little demon critters leave the chickens alone? Huh. Fair enough. Chicken in this world must taste terrible. I'll be right with you, boys. You just hold that. So they are armored, so they're gonna go down in one hit to the nades. You can see resistances up on the top there. That golden armor means that they've got pretty heavy armor. You can use different abilities to lower it or
I
break it.
have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my order. Should be considered a traitor and a criminal. Deal with them as you see fit.
Alright, so
but bring
apparently
their bodies
Control
back
M
to the man.
is set on this somehow, so I've got to go ahead and rebind that. That's my normal mute for when I need to, I'm coughing here, so I'm a little bit sick. So I'll have to figure out a different, hotkey for that one. New skill gem. Lovely. Alright, so we need armor piercing rounds. A couple bolts are going to be fired rapidly.
Armor-piercing rounds can break enemy armor.
I was saying, it turns into a machine gun.
Permafrost bolts.
Although
shatter
having access
on
to some
impact,
crowd control, I think, is
hitting
going to be a good one. So let's go ahead and give her some permafrost bolts. Gives us some cold damage and knocks them back and gives a chance to freeze fools. And the more times you hit them with the shells, it looks like it fires 5 fragments. The more fragments they get hit by, the higher chance they freeze, and just the more damage they take because more shells. Sounds right to me. Let's get that slotted up for mouse wheel at the moment. Kind of interesting. Fair enough. Icy cold. Back to frag rounds whenever they do freeze. Pretty cool. Hello there. Most of these guys, though, are, well, maybe not. Poor wolf. Maybe they would be at least a little bit immune to freeze since they deal a lot of cold damage out here. Alright, critters. Relax.
Need a sec.
Okay, then. So we went with them. That's enough. A runk. Full of scrolls of wisdom, a staff. Could be a little bit interesting. We put a staff in the backhand so we can throw some lightning bolts or fire bolts out. Insane, a crossbow is Hawkeye's entire arsenal. That's how it works for the ranger as well. Get him with the freeze, and then get him with the frag. Oh, I didn't get it right in time. We'll get the old stasis destiny combo going eventually. Stasis, but actually done right. Alright, yeah, we need to make sure you go down first. There it is. Come on, back here towards this grenade. Good boy. Attack demon wolves. Seem to shatter them immediately. Maybe I missed with the rounds that mattered.
Not yet.
Proper way to deal with zombies. We'll go ahead and pop in the skill points then. Projectile damage, attack speed, projectile damage. Oh, sweet. Get ourselves a secondary crossbow. How's this one look? Pretty much the exact same. I guess we could go ahead and create a magic item, couldn't we? The crossbow of success. Well, hey, how about that? Life per enemy killed sounds good to me. Is that not the map key? Excuse me? Gotta figure that one out. What is our map key then? You. That's strange. That's not the map key. I mean, it is kind of. Bureau of the Rotten Pack. We've got the mysterious campsite. I think we have already searched. Loaded Miller was back over there, so we've just got these two things to look through. Fair enough. A name like that, you can't pass on it. Fair, exactly.
Here it comes!
Here, you guys hold these. Fetch. that looks incredible. Effects being slightly different between console and PC. I'll take it. There's our waypoint. That means we've probably found. There's our mud burrow. So we're gonna do a little bit more leveling up before I dive down and fight the devourer beneath. Nah, demon children, you stay away from me. Ooh, you thought. Over here by those grenades, and I'm not quite so close. Whoops. I'm here for that heals every time we're killing them. Freeze is probably more useful if I get someone and then immediately. There we go. We could do some combo up with some of these skill gems to make the little freeze and shatter combo pretty nice. I mean, it drops to someone next to him. That's too far away. Hang on now. There we go. Hold still. Sheesh. Forgot to say, I painted my first ever models. Oh, that's awesome. Which ones were those? Something I haven't dove into quite yet. I saw they did just reveal a new Fulgrim that looks pretty cool. People seem pretty happy with what Fulgrim turned out looking like, so that's great. Reload here, hit him with the freeze. Oh, doesn't help so much when you kill him immediately with it. Switch and frag rounds. It's a nice little call. I'm sorry, you can zoom in and out. The more you know. That cash. I'm gonna be doing it on accident. Yeah. We'll zoom out just one more. That's a little bit better. Weak animal. Hello? It was the starter bag. Push fit in Furnace Marine and Tyranid. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let me just make sure no one else is gonna lumber in and interrupt our duel here with this poetry spitting beauty up here in the frigid north. Alright, everyone, gather around. The wizard's got a story. Oh, hang on now. Maybe not. A little worried that AoE would still go off, but now that we know once those hags are down, the AoE goes away with them. I feel like a little hedgehog or something. Things that matter. Alright, actually highlighted here. There we go. Good. Will's weak points, yeah. Stealing Vickers and Vicar Amelia's gimmick with that spitting. Fair enough. Don't bring me back to Vicar Amelia. That, like, new game, plus, like, 3, she becomes a monster. First time you fight her, she's a fun boss. Hello, Mira. Hello. I'm not sure what your problem is.
8 days.
That doesn't seem good. Spine crackling. Nice. So she is not weak to ice in the slightest, as we would expect. There's the rotten pack.
Need more mana.
Keep getting grenades towards Vera. Get that shield off her. There we go.
Need more time.
We need less time. Get to work. Very nice quality of life change where they allow you to roll through small monsters now. I believe at the very beginning you absolutely could not. So they just body block you. Shotgun saves the day. Tattered robe. A voltaic staff. No room. We ain't smart enough to use that. Head on back, sell some stuff. First little mini boss defeated. Defeating her also is going to give you access to this little head of the Winter Wolf, so you get 10% extra cold resistance permanently. Howled alone on the eve of the first snow. Now it snarls forever, heralding the cold. How do I use you? Right click to brush it out. Nice and easy. We've got a pretty great leather vest here with bristle boar. I guess we've got just like bits of pig hanging off of us, which I'm sure we don't smell great, but Damnation, March, Rough Breeze. Health, mana, strength, and resistance. Sounds good to me. We'll keep these quality greaves because we can break them down for stuff that we can actually use later on. We better get that attack speed up because, hoo boy, that's fair. Something we'll probably want to work on. Lost Furious or this tattered robe. Now we'll just go ahead and sell all this. Yoink. Yo, Una.
Yes. I like to hold on to bits and pieces.
Great. I have so many for you to hold on to.
Oh, I like this one.
Fantastic. I mean, we can identify it for 8. It's only selling for 8. 34 sounds way better. Although, oh, my math is not there. Don't sell these.
Oh, I like this one.
I'm glad to hear it. We'll just go ahead and throw all the unidentified ones in, like, the stash for now. Or actually, we can have her disenchant them. There we go. We get a transmutation shard, then we can make something even better. You go ahead and destroy that, and we can use this to hold alt. There we go. You can upgrade one of your normal white items you find to a magic item. Just makes them better. Or the cost of just dismantling other ones. You stop the wolf. I'll just throw these in here for now. To be destroyed later. Alright, so actually since we level up while we were out there, we can see if she has any...
These are just some
240. Maybe she has a nice flask for us. These are just the basics. I don't really want to spend that much on a mana flask, though. Let's see if Renly has anything nice.
How can I help? What would you like?
Renly. Mongoose crossbow. Hey, now. I don't want to buy that. I was just going to move rolling along. We don't have any helmets or anything, but this is all a bit expensive, so we'll move on through. We'll gather some goodies on that. If anything, we could maybe have a bow as a secondary. We can get access to some of their marking skills, make them weaker to some of the elements we have. You know what? We should have just come back through the teleporter, huh? Well, game over. You know the mud hollow was the other direction, so let's head on that way. We can see up here. This was where the mud hollow was. We're working our way through there and see if we can't take out the Devourer. I believe in us.
Dirty job, this. Should have asked for more.
Should we even ask for any cash? I'd love a support gem or two, I can't lie.
Stupid bug.
Stupid bug.
Need a sec.
Nah, we need the frag rounds for these guys. That is a dog-sized grub worm. Absolutely not. It's actually outlined, otherwise it doesn't seem like they're... You can't just fire off into the... I just don't think you can. Flesh lava. No weakness. And the mud simulacrum is weak to lightning, which we don't have access to right now. What drew you towards the witch hunter? Oh well, truthfully, just like look at it. I'm a simple wizard here. Also, welcome, Suthran. I can be convinced that Malachi might be more willing to be a Gimling Legionnaire. We'll see as we go along. What makes more sense for a Slayer is kind of what or a Slayer Engineer is kind of what I was more thinking. Listen, I've got the Warhammer Fantasy Brain Rot, so I've got a... That's a hatchery. I have to put Warhammer characters in everything I'm in. Just the way. Stocky mitts. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I see. I've got a notification you guys can't see, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Thanks. Monitor's up to some shenanigans. More quality for us to break down. It was a poll. It was a poll indeed. Well, it was a poll for the Mercenary. We could probably have a poll later on, actually, in the stream when we get closer to our Ascendancy. Picking the Ascendancy. Oh, hungry rug. Picking our Ascendancy itself. The Mercenary drew me first because I just like the crossbow. I like the gameplay. I've had time to play as all of the classes now over on console. Hello there, Mudman. And this one and the Monk are, I think, the most fun to me. The simple style still is my favorite personality. Constant Culling Strike has plenty of value. Froze the wrong one. No. Frag rounds to finish everyone else off. That was nice. Oh, not quite frozen. There you go. That skill point real quick. So you're thinking we need. So we'll start looking towards attack speed as we go further, but we'll keep down the path we're on currently with the projectile damage till we get up to Remorseless, which will give us more projectile damage and stun build up against enemies within 2 meters. So the closer they are, the more they will be stunned. So I mean, we're gonna have people up in our face the whole time here with the crossbow. We'll be backpedaling a lot. And all this will give us a little bit more strength and dex. So that's what we're working towards. Man, I'm sure you guys can see these guys. They fool me every time. Lost my vengeance. Oh, well, maybe we need the ice rounds. Good grief. Well, could have shattered him, but those juicy bugs. You freeze, and then your poor friends. actually have resistance to gold, so let's hit them with some grenades to soften them, and what to do. Mudman. Kind of concerned this might have been the boss area, but they tend to put checkpoints around those when you're playing on your own, so you can kind of keep an eye on what's going to be a boss area and what's not, based on that. Awesome. We can figure out a way to also increase the duration on our freeze there. We can make sure everyone's around to have time to switch, because I mean these guys are real slow. Like that. What a nightmare! It was able to move all of these mushrooms while moving through. I was like, "What is something invisible is over there?" No, it's just the horrible fauna of this cave. Mudman's calling down some bugs from the ceiling. Alright, bugs, I need you to survive the first hit. Alright. Look in the corner with a blob of mud. Frag rounds in, so they're not surviving. Yeah, right now you easily have time to set up different skill combos, and the enemy mob's faces. Act 2, things get a lot different. Indeed. Believe it, in Act 1, things get a lot faster for you. Just not right here in the beginning. Rude. Probably freeze this big one. Ooh, I didn't realize it could come out of the ground. This is likely one of these paths would be to our boss arena. That's it there. And we're pretty far away from the next level, so we can probably face it here. It'll just require a lot of dodging. Load the frag rounds and take out a good healing group. Big armored icy boy's a good target. Get a little bit more experience here. Cool. Level 4 with our current setup. Oh, we should be fine. Well, we don't have, well, let's put on this hood. Might as well give us a little bit more evasion, and these superior stocky mitts. There. Don't have a ring or a belt. Let's see how it goes. Not fully equipped versus the first kind of thing boss. There, you.
Bigger than I expected.
I didn't do too much damage. That's not his main attack, though, so we'll see. Armored, the ice is not filling up that quickly. Also want to stay away from its tail. Ah, we're getting it chilled out. That's good. Ooh. Reload speed we also need to increase here. There we go, nice and frozen. Hit him with the frag rounds. That was not really very worth it. see it. I'm bringing lots of friends to this fight. Ah, sorry, son. I got the hands. I'm gonna stay well away from you. The tail.
Take back. Not
Keep an eye
yet.
on my cooldowns there. Awesome, mate.
More time. Shot. Look out.
Ooh, the tail.
Need a sec.
Oof. A little bit spicy.
Definitely should have asked for more.
Absolutely. I mean, that would have been fantastic. Just even a single augmentation gem there for the support, so that would have been way easier, but that's a big worm dealt with. He's out of here. Right back to town. Alright, no deaths yet.
Sorry, I like to hold on to bits and pieces.
Like, hold on to
Any
bits
that
and
catch
pieces.
your eye?
So yeah, no, this leather vest is really not for our character. We'll keep it for now, though. My boots not gonna be as good as those. We can snag a couple more scrolls of wisdom. Too many. Level 2, awesome. We will first. Now, truthfully, I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll uncover this one because it'll sell for a lot more. Yeah, for 178 instead.
I will treasure it.
We'll treasure it. Everything else here, though, just get chucked. Except for this, because it has a socket slot. Like the things with quality, you can break them down later.
I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that
So just
catch
a
your eye?
normal glass. Well, we can change that, couldn't we?
That might save your life.
Good, couldn't it? Yeah, let's grab that for now.
Ah, finally! Took down the Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible! This is the first real success we've had against the darkness. We can breathe a bit easier now, perhaps even go out and gather food. Now, this won't cover our debt to you, not nearly, but take it as thanks.
Unmute for a second, and then we'll go ahead and grab our first support gem. Use these to further buff up our skills and augment them to pretty cool degrees. So one of the things I want to get going first here is we'll go ahead and grab our gem here and actually use it probably to upgrade. I'm gonna ignore, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna ignore the Armor Piercing Grounds just for now, and I'm gonna upgrade our grenades. Our grenades are a nice AoE clearance. We're gonna need lots of that here to start. So the grenades are stronger, and then we'll take the support gem, find our grenades here. We have 2 slots. We can upgrade those more later on. So more area damage, less area of effect. we want first scatter shots. You're gonna deal less damage. They shoot 2 extra projectiles. And then later on we'll grab one that makes it so they have a higher AoE as well. So they'll shoot 2 extra projectiles and also have bigger explosions. Clear out big groups with our grenades. So now we need to head on through to Learfell. So let's go back to... I think there was anything here we've left. We managed to loot the entire big nasty beast. With that horde defeated, we can move on through towards the Grellwood here, which has the Bramble Gas. Purple Grab are able to move, grow throughout the wood, move on its own. The Agni, the Forgotten Witch, and the Witch Hut. No stone should be left unturned, and we look like a full... We've got our full Yeezy set up now. Just bits and bobs we've pasted together from what we've found on the washed up on shore. No. Bad demon child. We got 3 grenades now instead of just 1. Far more explosive action. You can expect most fights now begin with a lovely bit of grenade blasting. Trying to freeze you there, witch. Hang on. There it is. Getting the AoE increase on those shatter shots can be pretty important too. Drop these 2 and the Violence. That didn't sound good. Made it to the Grellwood. Yeah, we've explored pretty much everything here, so let's we'll move on through.
That feeling. I'm being hunted.
Our baddies are already gonna start getting quite a bit faster. The werewolves. You can be a proper witch hunter now. He's gonna be very dodgy. Pins crossbow, 30% increased bolt speed. Oh, let's take a quick look. These trees don't like me very much. You guys are gonna have to give me a second. Adds cold damage. That's the way. You got 1 hit.
Dead wretch.
Fungal zombie. Ooh, nasty. What happens when you eat gas station sushi? Dangerous stuff. Immune to cold. Oh, definitely not. Is it pulled into a werewolf? Just keep this happy game up for you poor fools. Fetch. See you too. Practice the art of the Skaven sling. Gas station yogurt can also be deadly. That sounds like something I wouldn't partake in. That's very dangerous. That's just a parfait. There's our Agni's hut. She is. Although something looks a little bit wrong. Hello, dear. Ooh.
I think I heard a fable about this kind of thing.
That's not how you greet guests. Well, hello there. Periodic explosions. Probably don't want to get too far away here. Ooh, way scarier than we just fought. Oh, just kidding. Excuse me.
All in a day's work. Kinda walked into that one, didn't I?
Rusted Kyrus. Might be better for what we're using overall. Let's find out. It's just armor. Maximum life. We've got. Actually, how much evasion rating are we rocking right now? %45 chances to dodge an attack outright. I mean, that's not terrible. Get rid of the crown. So thorns, damage, strength, life. Probably not though. We'll end up selling that one. Good if you're a warrior though. Yeah, good stuff to sell here. Quality flask. Hang on. That's what we deserve. Although now our flask's gonna be empty. Can this checkpoint be filled up, please? That will be alright. Build back up on goodies. We'll head on back to town to do some selling. Down. One of the things I love here about Path is all of the characters have different voice lines based on who they're fighting. It's a small thing, but it's a lovely thing. This just looks like is he wearing jeans? Hang on now. Grinding gear games. I don't know if I like what you're saying here about people from Appalachia. I think depending on where you go, they're not wrong. Same out here in where I'm from. Listen up, werewolves. I don't have enough health. Just need to calm down. I could call an ambulance, but not for me. Oh, he's falling out just in time. Yeah, these guys are straight up wearing blue jeans and coveralls. Hang on now. Sorry there, Jimbo. Bigger werewolf. Our chance to just nope your damage is way too... Oh, hang on now. Skill points. Our chances to nope your damage is far too high. Even more projectile damage. Oh yeah, no, we're three-shotting the big bow werewolf now. Down. Do you nope that damage and roll through till the grenades go off? Works for me. Gem that I have not used here, so we'll go ahead and actually come on in now and give our crossbow shot a little bit of a bump too. So we've got these ones are our recommended gems, or we could just go ahead and get rid of these. Sometimes the recommended gems are perfectly fine, but if you unclick that one, then you can see all of the gems that are that you would have access to, which is quite awesome. Less reload speed sounds perfect for something like the frag rounds. consume a bolt. 100% crit chance. More projectiles. Is there just an attack speed one? I just put this on our. I'm pretty positive we should have a just good old attack speed. More area of effect. I mean, if I can't find it, I'll just go ahead and put the magnified effect over on our grenades. Even more area of effect, 6-second cooldown. Now, where's Pierce? There it is. We'll go ahead and just put Pierce on our crossbow to start. That way it should be shooting through fools, and we don't have to worry about, we'll have even more crowd control even on our main shot. Plus, Pierce is always useful. Use it on any other abilities that we find later on.
Weak animal.
Your bolt goes straight through and has a chance of actually ricocheting off, well, it will soon have a chance of ricocheting off the terrain and bouncing back. Just angry tree. This looks like a boss arena over here. Here for it. More champions to fell. Actually, no, shooting the weakest one with the ice is not gonna work. We're not healing on every kill, I'll have to keep that in mind. This new crossbow is very damaging, but what about shooting people with swords and teeth is wild. Yeah, they think they've got something on us.
Trap, eh? Let's do this.
Oh no, you're trapped in here with me. A ramble gas. Oh, what are you doing there? Ooh. Then he just, oh god. Okay, so they've got punchy trees we want to avoid, that makes sense. Alright, bramble gas. Let's see what you got. Let's let these things detonate. You know, that thing hurts. I need to get another set of grenades out there.
Fire in the hole!
There we go.
You need more than an overgrown weed to take me down.
Trapped in here with me, that's what I told you. Ooh, and rewarded for our effort.
My pockets are full.
Another tense crossbow. Me pockets are full. Garbage.
No room.
Yeah, we'll take some of this stuff back to town to sell it. Wrong key there, wizard. Alright, so extra physical damage, cold damage, extra critical hit chance. It doesn't attack faster, though. My 28% increased bolt speed, damage, 41% increased damage. Not bad. Yeah, too dumb to use that staff. That's a bigger mana flask. When we get down too. Awesome.
Hello. I like to hold on to bits and pieces.
Great.
It's
We'll do this
beautiful.
and this.
I accept.
This. Pretty much everything. All the goodies.
Another from my
Except for this
collection.
first plate. We'll hang on to that.
Thank you.
Oh, hang on now. She had
I
a
like to hold on to bits and pieces.
expensive ring. Yes, we can talk to Finn here. So there's always a
Violent strike. If I don't got it,
well, guys in
I
town.
can't
Here, there's only
get
one.
it.
You come on into town and
Who
you
knows
can
what
use a
prizes
little bit of
await?
gambling with them. So you get a randomized item from them. It always is at least magical, but it has a chance of being rare as well. So magic blue ones rare are the gold, and then unique are the highest tier, and those are the orange. Don't have that much cash right now, though, so we'll generate some more.
I like them already.
I love them already. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna continue to ignore... No, I lied. We'll grab our armor piercing grounds. Get our full suite of things to do here. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and pop these on in. And armor piercing rounds can be set to... R for rounds. That's quite intuitive. Alright, beautiful. So this one's gonna look more like a fully automatic crossbow. It'll break your enemy's armor. Doesn't do the most damage per shot. You're not gonna show it off. And as soon as their armor does break, though, they're gonna take more physical damage. So it's not the worst. It's doing pretty good for herself. Just naturally increasing the damage it deals over time is pretty nice. That might be one we end up putting the piercing shots on. That way it goes through and breaks armor of whole crowds of guys at once. Hello. So mad I spent my whole life training just for some guy with an auto crossbow to pull it. Yeah, well, thankfully, these guys have spent their whole life training only to be murdered and then turned into a zombie. So I don't think they're gonna worry about it too much. Yeah, some of the other people we might run into where you spend your life training with this one. That's why the folks tried to, well, probably one of the many reasons they tried to make it illegal was there were several people trying to make crossbows illegal. They didn't like the fact that just kind of your average everyday person could take down a knight with ease. You spend your whole time training, and just some guy with a crossbow walks up and hits you with an armor-piercing bolt in the chest, and that's that. Very effective. Somehow his crossbow can shoot grenades, so no one's having a good time. Good night, sweetbreads. More you get involved. I was wrong. Because it does use your mana, so that's a reason to not always have the... Oh. This tree looks like a party tree.
Oh, well, that's ominous.
Una.
What happened here?
Listen, this is a great place for a date. There's a guy hung here and one all over the rest of the tree. It's perfect.
This shade, is it still alive? Perhaps it can give us the answers we seek. Only the Count's sword has the power to bind souls to the tree like this. We must
better watch
free
yourself,
it
werewolf.
somehow. To release that being from the Tree of Souls, we'll need more than simply cutting his rope. The ancient runes that imbue the Count's blade created the binding, and only ancient runes can break it. There is a battlefield not far from here that runs red with rust, where the weapons and armor of countless Ezamites still remain. We call it the Red Veil. You should search the area. There may still be power in some of those centuries-old relics. Renly will know how to forge them, bring the runes to him, and then Perhaps we shall find some answers. I'll wait here. The old magics will protect me.
I wish I had some. You better share some of them old magics.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang from these branches.
Actually, I'm gonna pause this for you. Make sure the game volume is the game volume good, balance as opposed to myself here. Hear all the dialogue and everything perfectly, or do I need to modify that a bit? Let me know while I murder these werewolves. Thought about it.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang from these branches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat, their lungs no longer fill with air, and their flesh is no longer warm. In death, you are not forgiven. Your souls will remain trapped here by this ancient moor of maligned wood, and the grove will be forever denied you. Rot here in the Grellwood for all time, and good riddance.
All good. Love deer. So we are now looking for the Red Veil. On it. Hello there. Yeah, we'll just put out some more grenades in the woods and let them file their happy selves on into them. Man. Yeah, the crossbow glass just feels so good. Same thing with the monk. We can use the Liberty Bell to just absolutely put the pounding on most fools. You have to kind of build up a combo of 4 hits, and you put down a bell and proceed to ruin everyone's day. Definitely not a little bit more, so we'll try to get them forwards than there. There we go. I got a little bit of a better angle. I'm not even enjoying this, the normal crossbow bolts. Superior chainmail. See, this has got some quality too. Hang on now. I guess we'll go ahead and sell some of the stuff and come on back and grab the quality chainmail. Yoink. Load time being near instant is fantastic.
Sorry, I was. Please, take your time.
I'll sell you the successful crossbow, everything else here. Those might be better than the ones we have, so let's quickly buy a couple more. Fine. Don't think we need to identify both, but I'll sell you with them.
My collection.
For your collection. We will unlock the ability to break down items with quality through a quest with Brindley, so that'll come later on. Grab that spirit chainmail and keep on moving. Oh, hello there, Mountain Dew Gremlin. Have to buy ammo. No, see, thankfully, your ammo all is sponsored by the Mercenary himself. So you can reload as often as you want, and you're completely fine. You don't have to worry about how much ammo you have. You just have to worry about the amount that it takes kind of for each ability. So, like for your armor piercing rounds, you have 12 rounds. But as you upgrade it or you put different things on it, you'll have more bolts per kind of use of that skill before you have to reload. But nope, you don't have to worry about any kind of ammunition. The quivers for the archers just give them different kinds of arrows, which is really cool. on down to the south. I need to find the hotkey for our mini-map here. Oh, it's the overlay map's tab. Of course it is. Oh, not caps lock, obviously. There we go. Unlimited cash brought to you by the Contra School of Ammo Logic, exactly. I guess at least Hawkeye had to worry about the amount of ammo he had. We do not. Also, there's the red veil there. Was there anything else in this area, boss-wise, that we could deal with? Well, we took out the witch, we took out the bramble gas, and the witch hut, so that hefty no. We can't make it into the Grim Tangle yet because it is blocked by some old magics. We need Una to help. But I can't imagine having to buy ammunition with the simple amount that you use in every fight.
A good
And this
mercenary
looks
knows
awesome.
when to cut and run. I won't end up lying in a field like this.
Listen, Malachi, we're not cutting and running. We're a slayer. We go. Excuse me, even serpents. Leave me alone. Oh, they don't like nades. That guy with a shield there be a good use of our armor-piercing rounds. Ow. Rude. Got mage archer. Only weakness. Fellow crossbowman. Imagine running out mid-boss fight. You just sit there and you go, I can't even hit you with this crossbow. I'm doomed. I love also they all have their own kind of different death animations. It's just the little things with Path. It's so surprising that this game is $30 and will be free here when early access is done. Oh, I see you, snakes. Better at Poison's rough, but... Alright, hang on. Time out. That's a skill point. And that's our first kind of... I guess, keystone skill? I don't know, it's just your kind of main named one. Remorseless. Extra damage, stun build up as long as people are closer to you, and then more dexterity and strength. Feel no pain. Let's see, further down our skill tree here, do we have any further... Just a whole bunch more damage, and then increased cooldown recovery rate. So does this mean that they cool down faster? I've got to figure some of the wording out here. Sounds like they cool down slower, but they explode. There's more AoE. Which could be mouth units. Good grief. Slanesh would be proud. Is this on console? No, this is on my PC. I have it on console as well, but I don't tend to like recording and streaming on PS5. Just a little bit janky. Worst running out mid a boss fight, yeah. In the middle of one of the maps won't really work, because in here when you die there's no real penalty. But if you die in maps, which is the kind of the end game, you lose 10% of your experience you generated, which is pretty nasty. Oh man, our projectiles are still so strong we can't. Oh, we can freeze them and kill like one of them. Alright, that's too much poison. We need to get some proper space here. We're fighting one of them at a time. Nope. I love Diablo, so I might have to look into it. Yeah, no, and I'm no real shame on Diablo, but it seems like Blizzard is kind of lost it a little bit. Diablo 4, comparatively to, or this, I would say that I'll try to collect my thoughts here. I think this has got me. This I would say this is like Diablo back when they had passion and love for their game. So just think of the old school Diablo and how they thought about the small things, they cared about the small things, and they made sure to put that and work that all into their game. Where most games wouldn't have it, where you have, let alone, so see you have the shell that you reload every time you switch. I'm pointing at it like you can see. Every time you switch your damage type, if it's ice though, that's a kind of cold-looking shell. Where in any other game that they wouldn't change it. If we had a fire shell, it'd look different. If we would have a lightning shell, it would be more blue. But they would all be, let alone kicking out a shell every time you reload. There would not be a change between the colors of them, which, small little things. Haven't played the newest one. I have, and I can proudly proclaim it's not very good. More Diablo is really what it is. But we're in this, all of the projectiles and the elements have kind of their own look and effects, and they actually seem like they're part of the world, where Diablo is you're shooting, especially nowadays, it seems like you're shooting like prisms of color at people. Oh, the diamond attack's coming your way now. It looks a little bit more cartoonish. In a bad way, not in a, because there's ways you can have your cartoonish good games where that kind of stuff looks good. The different smaller elements. First off, listen, it's whispering to me. That's gonna be a definite no-go, Bob. There are a lot of you. More grenades, when in doubt. The U.S. Marines applied plenty of
Should have
grenades.
expected a trap.
Ruin the girdle. Rune of the buckle means unity, or safety from harm. Those are very different things, but have you some sips, and let's see about that skill gem. Alright, so I want to come on down and grab make our grenades even better. So we're going to grab Second Wind. They have twice as many, so 50% less cooldown recovery rate. So they cool down twice as many cooldown uses. So you would be able to shoot it 6 times instead of 3. I mean, it veered into the cartoon realm with the Lord of the yeah. Well, and just the animations on the bosses where they just kind of Minecraft swing at you with their greatsword. It's not great. You can see all the different variants of how the enemies are falling when we're taking them out, or their different attack animations. They may only have 2 or 3, but they look good, as opposed to Minecraft swinging a greatsword at you. So projectile speed. Is that just how fast they move? I don't care about that so much. How fast we can shoot our crossbow matters to me. Here's that's the one. More attack speed. Martial tempo. There we go. Now our main crossbow shot is looking nice and chunky. That's way better. Our main attack actually got some legs now. Meant to be a joke, but immersion cracking the way the secret cow level never did. I wasn't necessarily using your Lord of the Goats as a description, but there was the I can't think of its name. They released it, I think, more recently with one of the DLC, where it's like the Destroyer of Worlds or something, and it just looks ridiculous. The Minecraft swing. That's where that one's coming from. Shoot, after you said it though, I guarantee you, I haven't played enough of. I played the main campaign, but I couldn't remember any of the bosses outside of Lilith. I don't remember any of the Diablo 4 bosses, which is not good. Oh, wow, this enhanced speed is fantastic.
room.
Lord of the Goats was 3. Ah, fair. And that tells you how much I know about Diablo in general. So yeah, I guess having a couple of those jokes is for the developers is fun. They've got to find a way to work it into the game where it's not immersion breaking. You can have your fun and it not karate chop the poor viewers in the throat.
No room.
Yeah, and I agree. Steam is more of a harbinger. Not a huge gripe, but it's one of those that's like, oh, really? We're treating our game as a joke now, are we? Oh, you poor fools. Projectile damage all the way. You dodge. You get hit me once, if that. Just make sure I can survive that one hit. Ooh, lightning bows. Make sure you go down first.
Bag of bones. No room.
Alright, we're leaving a lot of stuff behind when we need to be selling. Alright, we're heading back down. Early enough here that I don't have just stacks and stacks of cash.
Yes, I've collected these over time. What do you think?
What do you think? Pretty cheap upgrade of our flask. Oop. Hang on, that's not the one that, yeah, let's not read that incorrectly. Oh, not enough space to unequip it. You're lying, Morgan.
I hope it brings you good fortune.
Oh, great. Oh, that's the one that had the slot. Let's buy that on back. If you make any mistakes, it's very easy to fix it. I will go ahead and use a couple of these here, because they're selling for a lot more. Oh, wait, I'm not selling this one, of course. I always remember just in time. Increased range on that quarterstaff.
I like this one.
Having a couple other weapons from the other classes, so maybe we have a quarterstaff in the back, so we can have the ability to throw down a bell. It'd be kind of fun. Alright, this stuff's all going in the... Well, maybe this crossbow is better than the one we have. Mana per enemy killed. Nah, we haven't really had any deficit of that right now. Superior life flask. All these quality items. The stash with you. You don't know what's going to happen later, but they don't need to. Is there a fast move hotkey here for us? Probably not. I need to get these things I'll do that off stream, but I'll get all the stash and all the organization all sorted up. I thought I had it done, but apparently not. Back to the veil.
That must be what I'm looking for.
Where? Or rather, you're like, oh.
Here it comes!
So, if anyone knows the lore, I know a lot of the creatures that are kind of appearing are because of the corruption of the beast itself, but some of the stuff I also think just exists in the world naturally. This must just be the worst place to live. Not just mouth demons roaming around, the obelisk is down. I suppose it there. You can keep that to yourself, thanks. Lock onto this might for me. There we go. Make sure all the ones around are taken out before we start this fight up. And that way, if we do need to retreat, we're not retreating into treating it in nonsense. Taj Club. Whole bunch of goodies.
Me pockets are full.
My pockets are full. Take what you can, give nothing back. That's enough of the space cleared. Well, I see you over there, demons. That's enough space cleared where I can happily activate this obelisk now. The cutscenes I've watched, I'm guessing that whoever's trying to grow the beast into whatever world team thing is supposed to be is making things corrupted as they go along. So I was watching Talkative Try, a very good channel here that likes, I think they specialize mostly in SUV. But they were basically showing off, giving a kind of a brief description of the lore from the first game as the beast is basically there to keep the gods asleep. Is that the gods of this realm are basically all just mortals that have ascended through certain means, and they're not necessarily good for the world. So they made the beast initially to basically keep all of the gods asleep, but the different civilizations of the world that had come across it started manipulating the creature for its own means, or for their own means, and through that experimentation possibly made things much worse. So it wasn't necessarily meant to be a corrupted force. It was meant to just keep the gods asleep. And so after you kill it, you spend we're spoiling, but we're in the second game now, so this is how it's going to be. After, in the first game, you do end up slaying the beast that there is there, and you go back through, and the seed of corruption that is in that first cutscene is actually basically a baby beast that you and Sin recreate on purpose to basically keep the gods asleep, because them being awake is bad. Yeah, the beast having to eat just people in mass is a little bit sus. They use, as the kids say. We've left all of our goodies. Let's get back here and start sending those back. My description.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Gotta stay. And watching another streamer who knows a lot better than I do. Fair enough. And that's what I've been doing as well. Trying to get caught up in the lore because I quite like it, but since I didn't partake in the first game so much, I'm
another for my collection.
Very ignorant on it.
Thank you.
Let's sell those. I'll keep my kind of superior stocky mitts for now.
I will treasure it.
Ready to shoot. Now all this stuff is going in the sell pile. Keep building up our war chest.
Oi, what would you like?
What would you like? So since we did a level up, every time you level up, the vendors are gonna actually change their what they have here. So they may have to have they have a sorrowful core, makeshift crossbow. Ours deals more physical damage. Oh, filtered keys, thanks. No thanks. Ours deals more damage, but ours deals more cold damage, this is more lightning.
Anything take your fancy?
No thanks. I would like a different hood though. We're rolling around looking like a crazy. Be a little bit less like Psycho would be great. Recovery from Flask. Let's go ahead and grab it. It's gonna use a lot of our gold here. Grab the slightly less expensive belt, but that'll at least give us access to some charm slots. Well, we haven't found any of those, so let's not. I'm gonna keep saving gold. We're doing fine for now. Still all the stuff we aren't picking up.
That must be what I'm looking for.
I'm thinking he just says it because we're close to one of the obelisks we just blew up. Yes, this one here, I believe. I'm wrong. Is this still not all the goodies that we left? Oh, one of them did. The first one. You know, the teleport between the checkpoints is glorious. It goes something they added very, very early on in because people were not thrilled with some of the much larger areas in, I think,
Me pockets are full.
mostly Act 3 and beyond. We'll start selling stuff. Really. Cooldown recovery rate. Cooldowns will come back faster. I think we might even end up going down both of these. Cooldowns, more AoE, and then also the chain projectiles. We're continuing on down the path. Need to find us some nice some reload speed, perhaps later on. We kind of skirt over into the ranger side. Stun build up. That's also a reduced attack speed. Hang on, that's not what we're looking for. Maybe we'll ignore that then. I don't have the exact build all figured out over what we're going for, but projectile speed and increased area effects. The catapult would be nice to combine with grenades, toxins, wasteling. Yeah, well, we'll keep working our way kind of down the middle here towards cluster bombs. We get 50% increased use duration, but we get additional projectiles, and then we get in for one more use too. We're not all in on the grenades, but we will be using them with our crossbow both. Let's go for now. We'll go towards further projectile damage. I would like them to be able to chain. Damage is working out for us so far. Alright, let's sell some stuff.
Sorry, I've collected these over time. What do you think?
That's also good quality.
Another for my collection.
Put that in
Thank
the
you.
vault for now. Thankfully nothing real worthwhile, but we can go throw that in the stash.
That must be what I'm looking for.
Indeed. If we go back to that checkpoint, we can jump back to the last one down there. Perfect, and the rule of 3 means this is, I was gonna say, that's likely the last one. And every time they hit us, boosts up our attack. It's pretty nice. Getting into some rage with your mercenaries. Worthwhile. Alright, I'll listen to Rust. Rust, wake up. Oh, boss fight. Really, I forgot about you, Rust King. Usurper, huh? That was rude. See if I can break this guy's armor. So it's even worth it. Grenades now. Here for the Tard shields. Some of you guys came to play. Unfortunately, thick. Don't got it, buddy.
Azamites never give up a fight. I expected no less.
Even that tough. What you're talking about? Ruins the skull cap.
No room.
YouTube, you didn't tell me about a stream? That is the worst. Welcome in, Tealbeard. Good to have you. Good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're doing pretty well so far. No deaths at the moment. Granted, we're playing as the guy that sits there and kicks the door and shoots everyone with a crossbow and asks no questions, but...
Yes. Please.
Oh, that's
take your time.
One of the people that's the supporters of Ray class. I think. It's impressive.
It's beautiful. I accept.
Have some of these, more of these orbs of transmutation later on. Just selling all of our shields and such for now. Ringmail gauntlets I might be intrigued to use. These are pretty garbage. They're pretty bare bones. 3 mana per enemy killed, and we'll put this one in the vault too, or the stash. Unfortunately, I've probably said many times, but the Destiny brain rot also has me. After the many years I was trapped in that game. Alright, the stash, go ahead and throw this vest. We're filling up with quality items here. Alright, into the tier 3 abilities. Got high velocity rounds.
High velocity rounds
that pay off for breaking armor.
And deal bonus
Doesn't
damage
really
to
feel
monsters with broken armor.
very worth it.
Fragmentation.
So like we were going
Bolts
incendiary
from
shot.
incendiary shot shatter on impact, also hitting enemies behind the target. This attack can ignite enemies. Bolts from incendiary flash grenades can blind and stun
Flash
enemies.
grenades are for blinding
Be careful,
and stuff.
because they can also blind
They can blind
allies.
you. Yeah, probably not. If I can add any more occult items in here, our intelligence is far too low. We have dagger abilities, spear abilities. Cool. Back to we could upgrade, which may be actually the call. Instead of continuing to get more and more. Where are you at, crossbow? Fragmentation rounds level 3 makes them quite a bit stronger. Yeah, we'll go with incendiary shot. I like the armor piercing rounds will be one of the first ones I do get rid of. And we'll do for incendiary. E. Spicy. Makes sense if you don't think about it at all. Friendly.
Area spikes, but be cautious. They stayed warm after forging, no matter how many times I quenched them. I would ask what you need these for, but I'm putting my trust in you.
Don't worry what we need the rune spikes for. Worrying gets you killed.
Azamite runes, eh? Well, whatever works.
And whatever works. We'll grab all the goodies here from the Red Veil.
That must be what I'm looking for.
It indeed was. There's a little bit of area we haven't cleared out here, so let's get exploring and looting.
Fire in the hole!
How you doing health-wise? You don't sound 100%. Oh yeah, so I am still a little bit off. But I'm pretty much in the stage of it where I'm just a little bit tired, so we can set up, do some streaming, no problem. Yes, this is not my normal sound. We've pretty well cleared this area. Let's be real. So let's take the checkpoint back to this little tiny. Okay, this little tiny spot over here. We have to go check.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
A lot of extra crossbows. The Cursed greed.
Renly's done a fine.
He has
Finn
indeed.
makes fun of my collect. It's beautiful. I accept.
Just God, we just had the just kind of a weird bug come on through. It actually felt like it was likely the unmentionable virus from COVID. Now it feels like it was definitely COVID.
That must be what I'm looking for.
Just kicked me in the knees for a couple days, and I'm on the mend now. Lady Wizard's feeling worse than me at the moment. Alright, E for the spicy. There we go. So that's what I was talking about earlier with the small things. So the different shell types, even the fire one actually has kind of a... It kind of cools off as it hits the ground. Oh, it's so cool. The small things. The garbage pile of weapons.
Close and personal.
Unless that shield is not so useful, but as soon as you get around it. You get bullied. I'll take that club, thanks. Alright. Locking a few of these poison frogs for later. All the baddies.
Sorry, I was just... Please, take your time. Oh, I like
I'm gonna
this one.
sell all this to you. Enjoy. Alright, now back to freeing the hooded guy. The waypoint back to the forest. Killed the Bramble Gas, we took down the Rust King. Everything that's stepped up has been backhanded thus far. Back to the Grellwood. Summon Una back on in and we'll pick up these spikes.
What happened here? Good. Now the others.
Best be quick about this.
Tree kind of pulses each time, that's cool. And the spirits are freed.
He's unconscious, but he's breathing. Though, this wound. We should take him back to Clearfell. He may be the only one who knows what truly happened out here.
Likely. Already gone through all that with us. Actually, he hasn't.
The great sword Agnar is currently in Count Geonor's
It's
possession.
lore time. Give me a moment to
The
grab some water real quick.
blade was not always his to wield. It is an ancient weapon of the old magics, inspired by the Great Wolf himself. Legend says it was forged and runed for the original clan leader so he might lead his people to a new, safer land. This brought them to Farrell, where they founded Ogham. Ever since, Agnar was passed down to the leader of the strongest clan. When the position of Count was established in Ogham, the sword was bound to the roll. But now, Geonor sullies his remarkable history with his misdeeds. I hope I will live to see the day when someone worthy takes up the sword once more. My mother's mother told me tales of this tree. Our ancestors used it to attract fey spirits, until it was given a darker purpose under the Eternals. They would leave Ezamites strung up on the tree, alive, to starve, to be pecked at by birds.
The horrible deed.
Stay safe.
Now we have
If
freed
you
them.
can.
Let's go ahead and head on back into Rinley. Una and Rinley both.
The wound. It should be fatal, but somehow he clings to life. I fear it will not be long until his song ends. He will never heal while the Count's binding still holds sway. Only by a Count's hand can this binding be released. I know an old tale, one that speaks of a ring we might be able to recover, buried 3 centuries ago in our ancient graveyard. A Count's signet ring, bearing his rune of authority. But how to reach it in time?
How indeed.
Grim Tangle. The overgrown sinkholes and gullies that run beneath Ogham can lead you there. The path is dangerous, but go back to the Grelwood. Find the entrance. We shall see if the spirits of this land still have the will to see you through.
That's moving.
Goodbye.
He's taking a nap. He'll be fine. Gonna sleep it off.
I heard you heading for the village. When I fled for my life, there was no time for me to grab all my smithing tools. If you do manage to reach my forge, you should find them and bring them here. I'll set up a bench and we can see about working on your equipment.
Sounds good to me.
Anything take your fancy?
Good for now. Having a melee weapon in the other slot may not be a bad call, just so we can, in case someone does close the gap, but I think focusing on our crossbow is really the way. Let's go ahead and grab the waypoint, head on back to the Grailwood, and find the Grim Tangle. Also, we're just looking for the kind of mushroomy area we were in earlier on. Thank you, map, for recovering. Smithing tools up there for, never heard that one before.
Dead wretch.
Yeah, pretty much every start to a smithing quest. Can't line them up. Oh, maybe not standing in the poison's a good idea. We got popular there for a moment. That was all sorts of. Get out of here. You on there? There we go. We found the Grim Tangle. Excuse me. Can't in good conscience leave this hood, no matter how shabby it might be. There we go. Tangle found. Also, it's got mean mushrooms. Don't stand too close. Like, running, there's no way through.
Here. Well, not yet, anyway.
If the Fey spirits are still watching, I believe they will help us. Please, wait a moment.
Alright. Really like singing.
The old magic still thrives.
Thank
The
you.
way is open. Please, hurry.
Neat little show. Wish I could sing away my problems.
You can. We're naming our crossbow Sing. Excuse me, no, take that guy out. It's not gonna be a very scary crossbow, but
I'll break you.
the whole part of the extra damage. They don't know it's coming until it's too late. Stinky rats. What is this? Wolves. Stand there on top of those for me for a moment. Mushroom fellas are trying their best. We can sing them away, though. We just gotta find the right artist. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Just start unleashing Smash Mouth at maximum volume. I haven't seen this first stream, but how good is this game? So this is the first stream. The first stream got interrupted because I was violently ill, and I'm over it enough to start up. If I had to give this a rating out of 10, I'm gonna say this is probably a 9.7 out of 10. This is a fantastic title for $30. You were getting well worth. If you enjoy kind of I'm loath to call it a Diablo-like, but if you like your kind of Diablo-style games, this reminds me of Diablo, but the creators have all of their passion intact. The passion, the love is it's all there and it's all clear to see. So they've put a lot into this, and eventually it's going to be completely free. And I think currently we have 6 out of the 12 planned characters. Each of the characters will have 3 Ascension paths, so currently we have 2 of them. An additional Ascension path and 6 more character classes, so there's a whole bunch to this. Absolutely would recommend. Even if it'd be your very first kind of introduction to an action RPG, that's absolutely a good intro, no matter how. So even, so we'll pull up our skill tree here. The skill tree is gigantic, but it's still, even if it looks like this, you don't need to zoom out all the way. You kind of stick, when you're kind of more new, you kind of stick in here and you kind of see, do I want more armor or do I want more damage? You tend to want more damage early on, so you get as much damage as you can, and you kind of figure it out based on kind of following. Not zooming too far out, that way you get completely overwhelmed. That's staying in there and finding nodes that make sense based on the abilities that you like and that you've liked to see in other people use. So it's not so hard to put together builds in this as it would seem. And a lot more of them have opportunities to be viable because of that as well. Undead wretch. So you, even without knowing the game too much, kind of look at what's there and go, okay, so extra projectile damage, that means anything I'm shooting is going to be stronger, including things like grenades, where in other games they might limit that. Grenades count as projectiles because obviously they are, so they're getting buffed up by all of the projectile damage. Real great. There's even abilities like, I'll see if I can show it off if I get enough intelligence, but there's something you can put up a firewall. Anything you throw through that wall, so it's going to be spot-proof and catch on fire like you'd expect, but if you shoot projectiles through it, they also catch flame and deal extra fire damage. Really cool. That works with crossbow bolts, grenades, ice shards if you're a mage, all sorts of cool stuff. So the chances of combining different things, even on accident, to find
pockets are full.
Your playstyle that works best for you is really cool, man. And a lot more new player friendly than you might expect. The complexity of it definitely does do some gatekeeping, but some gatekeeping is never a bad thing. Shabby hood. We could replace our current shabby hood with an even shabbier one. Toss the shield for a moment. We got things to identify you with, so we get evasion and fire resist. That's not bad. It's not great, it's not bad either. We'll head on back to start selling. We have more magical items, the blue tier. Give him a walk and shoot is so incredible. This whole map is a side quest. Absolutely. Got your obligatory poison area. I'm sure it's not going to be the worst. Oh, the wolves. Here, we'll roll through you guys. I've just been relying mainly on the normal bolt. Piercing through enemies and also shooting that much faster is great. There goes all my spare time. This is really addicting, especially with that new skill tree, especially with all the different classes. I've got a character created with each of the classes now. Maybe not very high level, but character. There's our boss fight. Let's wait just a moment. We're nearly leveled up. See if I can't get it real quick before we go punch whatever fungus-filled monstrosity is down here in the face. But addicting it absolutely is. It's been the Lady Wizard and I's favorite pastime. We are currently in Act 3, working our way through kind of this sunken ziggurat. And I think at launch they said there's going to be 6 acts total. Currently there are 3 of them, and then you will, in early access here, and then you'll play through those 3 again on harder difficulty. I think they called it cool difficulty, and then you'll get into the end game. But they will eventually have, oh, here's Cemetery of the Eternals, perfect. We can get wherever we need to go. And no more baddies though, huh? You're like, you need more experience for the boss fight? Absolutely not. Yeah, so currently we got 3 of the total 6 acts, and then you get into the end game, which is pretty much almost a never-ending atlas of maps that all kind of they do tie into the story. I'm not knowledgeable enough to look at you. It's the Shroom King.
No, tell me that isn't fungus.
What's wrong with fungus? He doesn't have any weaknesses that I can see here. His weakness is being shot in the face immediately. Ooh, gross.
Here it comes!
Let's get in there close and get him with a fire shot. I guess we're on the run again. Took a rock. Ooh, you missed. That was pretty nasty. Wanted to wait till he had stopped moving to get more grenades on him. I was going for another rock lob. Don't you know vortex spells? You gotta make sure people aren't moving on. That boulder hurts. Fair enough. I don't tend to like it to get in the face of boulders. Oh, he teleports you to the middle. How cute.
Just had to be fungus.
I guess fungus is his snakes.
Me pockets are full.
My pockets are full. That means gotta make some money. Alright, so our crossbow's looking nice. Frag rounds I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. Frost Nexus creates chilled ground. I would like the larger area of effect on our grenades, so let's go ahead and get rid of our recommended gems, and actually, I love the coming soon. Oh, there's so much that's going to be added to this. Now, where is it magnified effect? Actually, that's it. So now the grenades are, there's 3 of them, and they have 40% more air effect. Big boy booms. It's glorious, look at that. No one's safe. I think its weakness is armor-piercing fire. Yeah, probably. Its weakness is being shot in the face.
If you find it, take a look.
Smithing hammer.
Might make
Enjoy.
good scrap.
might make good scrap. At least you're honest. Focus then. I don't think we need any rope cuffs. Nah, we need
I'll
ring
find
mail.
some use for that.
Your mercenary is never gonna be happy with being given a rope gloves instead of ring mail gloves. Oh, we didn't quite level up from that either. It's a weak room. Eternal Flame. 100% increased ignite duration. I think we'll put the double barrel shot on the fire. Yeah, we got a double barrel of the flame blast for whoever needs it. As you were, cows. Yeah, you sold me on this game. Just bought it. Hey, there we go. Love to hear it. It's fantastic. You will not be disappointed. I don't know who that crit is. Yeah, we'll show you our new grenades. Oh, they can go out to off the map. Interesting. And now we've got the double barrel fire. That's not fire. Oh, it's so cool. And we could have put the split effect on our main crossbow bolt as well. That way it's shooting 3 shots. With Storm Rune. Distances. Oh, piercing bolt to the noggin. Yeah, so where are our checkpoints at? Are those the only things that disappeared? There have never been any in here. Interesting. There's our way around, no problem. Hopefully there's a challenge here in the Eternals land. We've been living with our Yeezy brand ghillie suit. Yeah, that icon might have been telling. Well, the checkpoints are still here. Just you're being strange on the map themselves, huh? Alright, welcome to the cemetery of the Eternals.
My family has been abducted!
Is that right, Lachlan?
That bastard tyrant Praetor Draven! He's taken my family hostage! They're being held somewhere beyond these gates. I never thought he would stoop this low. I sent for reinforcements, but it's been so long. I must get through the gate. The keys! Where are the blasted keys? I believe those cowards took them.
Alright, find Draven.
I've taken orders from stranger.
There's something's a little off with Lachlan the Lost. Oh, gotta get those keys. Oh, Blight slash the oh, he's lugging around a. Hang on now. Whoa. Yeah, somehow that seemed wrong. You need to quit.
Eat this!
Nah, we don't get hit by that at all. Boy's swinging around some gamma radiation. There we go. Listen, demons, give me a second. I might find an actual hat I can wear. The precise brimmed helm of the seal. Yeah, more accuracy rating sounds great. The further away they are from you, the less chance you have to hit them, I believe. Fire resistant. It drops lightning dookie. I can't even see you. Oh, ghosts. You get a call. Malachi. Well, not Gotrek though. Gotrek seems to be quite terrified of ghosts. Death Knights? Proper Knights of Death. They're a little bit slow. I'm sure they also pack a wallop. Let's go ahead and give our skill point over. As the demon child talks to us on the side there. It may not be a bad idea for us to grab a little bit of evasion here. But more damage is more better. This little baby ghost statue. Even that's such a cool effect. Sit down. Make sure everything's all reloaded here. I'm pretty sure we picked up. Artificer's Orb will allow us to get a rune socket, which would be nice. If we start struggling, I'll add a rune socket in, which basically will allow us to add either. This may not, what we have here may not be a martial weapon. Let me take a quick look. Be used to attack. Axes, bows, so crossbows would count. I'm sorry, claws? Whatever class is maining claws might be our main whenever that shows up. That sounds awesome. A painted tower.
Me pockets are full.
Oh, trying to make some gold then. Hello? Ode is over here. Taking care of the fallen.
I've collected these over time. What do you
Have
think?
you? Sell stuff, yeah.
Another for my collection. Thank you.
Thank you. It makes more when you identify it. We just don't have. Eventually, we can wake this guy up, and he will identify stuff for us. But we're not there yet.
I will treasure it.
Hang on to this crossbow for now. Oh, an amulet gives us 11 strength, 1,500. That's the rest of our gold. This charm is also expensive. We'll get some of those. No worries.
Oi, take a look.
Brindley's the name. None of what you have is very exciting either. We can get some proper sabatons. Really get rocking. And I've already been killed. That's a pretty cheap upgrade.
That's a good one.
I agree. And it gives us more attack speed, and we can go ahead and slot in this rune if we need to. Damage against lightning, so now we don't need that. Nice little upgrade there. We'll head on back. Not now. This is a rapid fire crossbow. Y'all are doomed. I made one big circle. Okay, here. We need to go. We'll push north here. There's two different keys we're looking for. The Count's Grave. Well, the Count's Grave past the Memorial Gate, which is our final here, and then the Consort and the Mausoleum. Surprise! A ghost appears. Oh, that was you. I haven't busted any witches yet, but plenty of ghosts. fortification items. Hopefully we find a scroll here soon. We could just go buy one from Una, but I'm impatient to get back to the swamp. Here's one of the tombs. Sweet. You guys look like you look cold. Ring gives us more physical damage to all of our attacks. Sounds good. Wait. More damage. Actually. Oh, lightning resistance. And more mana with the other orbs. Well, we've used a few orbs now, and nothing good. Those will be coming at us in abundance later on. I love the little red-eyed crows. Such a cool little effect. And sometimes they'll fly towards the camera. Alright. Sinia's proclamation.
Let this be a testament for all time. The Eternal Empire stakes claim over this land, both in life and death.
Alright, time to glass the cemetery. It's definitely gonna be good. Skeletons in these coffins, huh? Yeah, some goodies too. And if skeletons pop out, we'll just hit them in the face. No big deal. Yeah, we'll just reset that trap up. Hello, boys. Oh, we're bringing more friends to the fight. We'll push the pack faster and get the necromancer then. Okay. Don't shoot your front. Where are you going? You're gonna be a problem. Looks like you get him staggered. Because it reflects any projectile. Excuse me. Right back at you. Got a shotgun. Oops. That's gonna be hard to remember. Lightning, man. That's something you do? Yeah, it is. Every time you hit him, one of these lightning guys shows up. Time to wrap up my shift. Good luck with the rest of the act, sir. On by. Ooh. Deal with these kung fu warriors made of lightning. So it seems we're having a bigger hit every single time. There we go. So how we froze you and caught you on fire.
One down.
Fair enough. Bit of Mokuzuma's revenge.
No room.
Alright, you know what time it is? Some cash.
Hello. Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's charming.
Now, Finn's collection is a literal pile of garbage. He said so himself. Buy a couple of those, we'll sell off
I will treasure
most
it.
of this. Great fire resistance mana. We're not really dealing with fire.
It's beautiful.
It's still a nice helmet. 53 evasion. Once the evasion rating on the other stuff starts getting closer to this one, this is one of the for mainly a monk or a ranger. One of your classes that is not a mercenary. But once we get our armor that's starting a little bit closer to that 53, we'll probably swap it on off.
Another for my collection. Thank you.
What else here for now? I put the rune in there as well. Alright, so far we haven't been that far in her too, and we got stopped by the mirror shield lads. Hello there. Deal more damage, causes more stun buildup. That's, well, actually stun buildup's not what I want. Is there anything that gives us more armor breaking? Let's cause chance to get bleeding. Bleeding is not a bad idea. We maxed out on the other kinds of gems we can have. Is that what's going on here? So let's pull the character, not the character screen, but where's my other one? Skills panel here. Okay. That gives us access to, yeah, we're allowed to have 3 dexterity gems at the moment. So I can have lots more strength ones, but I can't put any more dexterity ones at the moment, which are the green. I'm showing these here, but I don't think I'm allowed to have any. Duration, fire damage. Let's go for a higher chance to ignite. Make sure our fire shot is always a dragon's breath.
Close and personal.
Hello there, Gaunt Knight. Ooh. That's a fun attack there. We probably want to get rid of, make sure the knights are down and then push through the undead to go after the lich. We go now too. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thanks, Steelbeard. You have a fantastic rest of your day. There's another shield guy back there. For a moment. Check, was this the boss already? Oh, haunted treasure. Oh, I see. Listen, Ghost. I just want your goodies. Oh, shoot. You like that. I want fire rounds. I've hit like a few of them, but I can at least try to clear out his shaft friends. Back in this corner, put a bunch of grenades down.
Need a sec.
Alright. Get out of this corridor here. We're losing it, but that temporal bubble is pretty nasty. stuck in place. Staying in the bubble too. Perfect.
Easy.
Hit with a good old trap. That is another support gem, which we can go ahead and try to put. My intelligence is far too small for that. Armor piercing rounds. Now I think we just go ahead and save. More damage on the frag rounds is not a bad call though, because that's what it's doing anyways, just physical damage. Yeah, so frag rounds are doing physical damage anyway, so just buff that up further. That'll be one of the more expendable gems if we need to. Buffing up our other attributes is gonna be something I think we're gonna need to start working towards now. We've got a lot in. We got a lot in strength. We need to buff up dexterity a bit more too. We're gonna focus on 2 of them.
Here it comes!
Ooh, this corner here, yeah, that's exactly right, I thought. These corners are perfect for taking them out. As the melee character, these guys, I didn't even really notice them. You just go right through them. Glorious. Patient.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
That's fair. Break urines the old-fashioned way. I would think that messed up, but I'm not gonna worry about this time. Definitely heard.
Need more time.
Focus on the right character there.
Fire in the hole!
There was a necromancer back there keeping them up. We got him. We can get the skill point applied as soon as they're all down. Oof. Alright, so into the ricochet. Even more projectile damage and a chance to chain an additional time off of terrain. With a chance. Shell here that'll just bounce off the wall. That's a very low chance. Much more noticeable with the things like the frag rounds or your fire rounds. This area might also have a weird, not able to be bounced off of terrain too. Oh, golem. Right into those. Frag rounds through these guys. Focus, there we go. boss room to me. Alright. Is Malachi finally going to meet his doom? Find out. I'm ready for you.
You will never leave this place.
Oh, come on.
Here it
That
comes!
was a long time being immune there, friend. She's got armor.
Me! Right of the full moon. Beloved Draven, aid me.
Nah, I think not. Let's get that armor busted.
Of the full moon.
There we go.
Draven, I need you.
Bombardment. I mean, he had messed up.
Prison of bone.
I think not. Wow. Try harder next time.
Wow, you don't see that every day. Me pockets are
Don't
full.
say that, every guy. Horned crown and the rattling scepter. There. Let's go ahead and move on back to town.
Yes? Please.
Alright, you know what?
Take your time.
Stack up on some of these things. I wish I could buy them in bulk. I figured there's a fast purchase perhaps. We'll grab 10 of those for now. We will identify all of this stuff. For maximum silification, I merit keep horned crown.
It's beautiful. I accept.
Mana strength resistance. I will. Oh, that's 12% increased crit chance though. That's pretty nice. Armor and energy shield. We're going to stick with evasion and armor. If we're gonna go, if you have evasion as one of your kind of side traits, you want to make sure you're sticking with one or the other. Also, go ahead and sell this.
Another for my collection. Thank you.
With Derlin. And all the rest of it. Good. Yo, hammer in the stash for breaking down later. Oh, she's still here. They're like a desiccated husk. Ugh. Nasty. Need a serious shot back for that one. Alright, so we don't have the checkpoint. We'll just kind of cleave our way across the cemetery then. Just do the town as our just surface here. That's a lot of you. Hold these. Ouch. You can keep that one to yourself. Getting him to fire myself, perfect. Oh man, if we're just one-shotting him then. Normal crossbow's still the way to go. There's our good old Ricochet there. Finally coming back to help us. Get back here. Where are you going? there's a whole heap of those hungering stalkers. Sounds like something big's over there. Be with you in a moment, sir. Oh, a golden chest. What if I do? Until we have the hood one awake, I am happy with all of the extra scrolls of wisdom, making us more gold here. We're also good. I'm gonna do what I wanted. That is that. Pick up the rest of some of these smaller guys here. We're cruising on that more experience bar down at the bottom. Make sure we're as high level as possible to kind of naturally just don't have to do any farming is great.
Me pockets are full.
Stay that way for a little bit here. Firing up. Keep the beasties back. Well, maybe. Quite what we were looking for, but a checkpoint all the same.
My dearest daughter, beloved for all time. My dearest daughter.
How sad. Break.
Me pockets are full.
Baby. Pockets are full. Go ahead and turn you into a magical item. And you as well. Extra flask charges gained. Awesome. Full damage added and life regeneration, and then maybe extra armor sounds good. Now just leave the chainmail here.
Bag of bones.
Bones indeed. There's Draven. We found you.
Our victory is never complete, so long as the Ezamites resist us. Let this graveyard erase their stain on the land.
Surely the Eternals were nice. I'm not gonna go anywhere. You guys walk into those. Down to the mausoleum of the Praetor.
This place raises the hackles on the back of me neck. Ooh.
The Shocky boys here around the corner. The Og gone. shield lads. Dude, this is gonna be having a hard time. Roll through one shot there. Alright, our first little bout with light damage. Little ricochet. Cool. We've got grenades. The undead are having a hard time.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Ooh, that's got quality. Hang on. Time to go make some more money? I think so. We'll go quick. Sell a thin here.
Spirits in the trees be damned. You actually entered the Red Veil and survived. Every Ogham kid knows, if you step 1 foot in there, you'll be skewered and eaten. Well, those kids that are lucky enough to have a mother, that is.
Alright then, Debbie Downer.
None of it's junk. Guess I can help move that for you.
Yes, you can. These ones are at least worth uncovering to make sure we're making cash.
Not bad.
Sweet. Since we are playing on the league that doesn't have the ability to use our stash amongst the characters, no reason to be. Basically, everything here is just for upgrading this one character. Yep, go back on the mausoleum. Oh. Pick up the shield. Don't shoot it. Just an inch? Never. Open up a pulse.
Firing now!
We haven't seen what those hags do, but they move slow enough that I'm sure it's not fun. Style.
Just an inch.
Wheel bound. Oh, a switch. Wait, hang on, that looks lovely. Oh, a whole bunch of gold. My favorite. That also looks like we need to find a switch to get in. Alright. Shabby hood. Might be a good shabby hood, who knows? Dexterity, strength, life regen, resistance. I think this one's actually better. Haven't really found any very good life flasks that way. That's alright. Give a look, rotate. Fine. This definitely looks like we can get down further here. Where is the switch? That definitely looks like we can get down further. Maybe not. We'll be backstairs. Back in this corner is cleared on out, so we need to move back around this way. Soften them up a little bit more than I would have expected. They are not enjoying the uber boosted projectile grenades. You just stay right here. No need to go anywhere.
Fire in the hole!
You're going nowhere. Nothing good popped out of those pots. That's that. So we're now back exactly to where we were. Good thing there's still some more ghouls over here.
Me pockets are full.
Pockets are full. Alright, moving on down to the path here. Exposed wounds. Break. 30% increased armor on enemies inflicted by ailments. And that's one of those that seems like it'd be better. It's like one of the, you get it in the early game, it doesn't feel like it's quite as strong, but it gets stronger as you go. Especially if you're going for kind of a debuff crossbow wielder. We're just going for damage right now. Blast cannon build's working out so far. That's got quality. You've probably thrown away a few quality pieces on by mistake. That one's got a rune slot. Perfect.
Sorry, I was just... Finn makes fun of my... Oh, I like this one.
Finn makes fun of my stuff. That's because he's rude.
Fire in the hole!
Blood babies. Can I shoot you from here? Go long range crossbow? Oh, indeed. That looks like a boss room. Let's start circling our way over there. Against the wall, they're not gonna go anywhere. Grenades. Thank goodness the grenades don't hurt you. What kind of magic that is. We need more of it. Yeah, there's the checkpoint. Fighting all the blood fellas, you'll find more of them in the manor, but the courtesans are the ones who pick up the fastest. Because they're the fellows that blow up in little pools of blood like that, which is pretty nasty. On your health bar, at least. Nasty effect, too, but map has been completely explored. Back round to throat-chopping Draven. Let's see if we can go around this way. Would have been faster, probably just to get a retreat back the way we came, but this'll work. Draven. Tax collectors come calling.
You will have eternity to regret your intrusion here. The spirit's hunger.
Zero wound on that.
At your request.
Oh, they used this stuff, the same ability as she had.
Need a start.
Down. Rend your soul.
Close and personal.
It don't matter how close they are. Get wrecked, Draven.
Bloody Eternals. Never did know when to quit.
That's how it be. Take all their goodies and we leave. Now we can go bring the key back to good old Lost Lachlan, or whatever his name was. He was back over by. Like, we can't just teleport to the waypoint. Like, some rogue armor. Yeah, this is getting a little bit closer to what the Bristleboar is giving us. The rage is nice. We'll see how much that affects our DPS here in a second. See, they're all too high a level. Used charges per use. So it gives you more, but you have less. That one. 70 mana. Nah, the other one's better. Wait. You did it.
Do my eyes again deceive me? You have the keys. You showed those eternal bastards. Use the keys to open the gate. Let's go and free my family.
Oh yeah, I'm sure nothing happened to them.
At last, it's open. Praise the first ones.
Lachlan, you're
What
got a
is
little bit of a
this?
wiggle walk there.
Graves, Isabel, Torko, Callum, the family of Count Lachlan of Ogham. My family. This doesn't make any sense. They're dead. Those bastard Eternals. I must make them pay. I must make them pay back.
Oh, he's a big nasty boy now. He's gonna throw all sorts of icy spells at you. Gonna want to watch the ground. Gonna roll a little bit too early there. Armor not almost broken. So that's gonna kind of swirl in place. Also, all the icy places will damage you and slow you down. You gotta watch out. You can watch out. Your rage burns, does it? Here, hold those.
Shite like this, so I never wanted a family.
Alright, Malachi, relax. Most of the time, they don't turn into
Bloody beautiful.
big, horrifying, mutated beasts. Now, Lachlan's ring. I'm gonna leave the
Gotta
rest
stay
of the
quick
stuff
on my
here.
feet.
Cool. Let's go resurrect the ring will break the curse.
You found the ring. This will most certainly break the Count's binding. Give me a moment.
Well, hello.
How long has it been? I was hunted. The Count, he stole something that is beyond dangerous. It will cause sickness, then madness.
They didn't talk
It
about
can still be contained. We must put the seed back.
This seed.
I've worked with Stranger.
Is that the source of Ogham's affliction?
Yes. Please, find it. I am still too weak. This will only grow worse.
Yeah, this stinks of
So if we are
Anakin.
to heal this land, we must find the seed. Beyond our clan graves is the hunting grounds. Cut through those to reach the village. Please, go as quickly as you can and see what you can find. I fear there is not much time.
On it. No, Anakin, help me, I'm too weak. And now the hooded one, you just walk up here and you click identify items, and he does it all for you without having to need any of your those scrolls of wisdom. He also allows you to refund your passives.
Hopefully this will help.
Switch them up at any point. It does take gold, but thankfully it's not too much gold.
This hooded one is here on your honor. Don't take this as a threat, but it's your head if he turns out to be as evil as he looks.
That's fair.
Take a look.
Fools could claim it.
Deal.
I'm still liking our current crossbow more. Sell off the rest of these blasts. No, make some cash. Try to stifle a yawn here. Oh, we've got quality on this one, so we'll go ahead and keep it for when we recover his smithing tools. Alright, beautiful. And go ahead and grab that uncut tier 3 skill gem and have it upgrade. Go ahead and upgrade the grenades. They're already doing
Explosive
great.
grenades
That'll
have a
bump up
long
their damage
fuse,
from
but deal
149%
devastating damage if you can catch
63% of
enemies
what
in the
our
blast.
damage is. Makes them cost a little bit more.
Explosive grenades have a long fuse.
Right. Onward to upgrade grenades. Grab all these goodies now. We'll keep them in the inventory. Onward to the hunting grounds. We're getting closer and closer here to the Count's Manor.
Ah, fresh tracks. Must be near in the village now.
See the wagon tracks. Excuse me. We're hitting track out on the side of the road. The wagon tracks on the Count's east wagon is cool. Not sure where those demon Gurgabos are going, but we went the wrong way. Oh. More crabs, this time poison crabs.
What's all this then? Finn's from these parts. Maybe he knows.
That's enough. Maybe Finn knows. Well, let's go ahead and begin the ritual. Also just crabs. Poison crabs only. Weird rubber banding when you get hit. Not here for it. Alright.
Need a sec.
Skilled a level 4, alright then.
Now see, I used to frequent the clanless enclave that makes its home high in the trees near here. The locals call it Freythorn. A little while back, a group of strangers arrived out of the deep woods. They made altars like this and started whispering to the others about their religion. That was when I decided to move on. And judging by the size of this one, things have gotten worse. A lot worse. Something's wrong, hero. Something's definitely off. I thought I was imagining the whispers in the shadows at night up there. Thought I was just spooked by the cultists that had moved in. But maybe not.
Yeah, just spooked by the cultists that moved in.
Though it is full of scoundrels, I was mildly fond of a fair few of them. Care to pay them a visit and see how they're doing?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're doing fine. Them and all their new cultist friends.
So, something's wrong here, please.
Yeah, he's just saying the same old stuff. So I was right to be worried. Yeah, you were. The cultists have gone crazy. I think it's just campfires and sing-alongs, and it turns out to be something far more sinister.
Eat this!
And actually, I'm kind of out of nowhere feeling a little bit under the weather, so we might go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream a little bit early here because I'm definitely back to feeling a little bit sick. But this has been a ton of fun. We've made it this far up into Act 1. Let's go ahead and pull up the screen for the world. Hurry up. And so we made it this far into Act 1 without any deaths thus far. We have hit just about everything on through here in Lachlan, Nature Ruin. So now we need to find the stuff in this area. So we've got the Druidic Ritual, the Crowbell, which if they have a plus next to them, that means they have an item that is going to upgrade your character in some way. Otherwise, they're just a boss you have to hunt down. So the Crowbell, really worth it. Ritual, and then down here to the south, we have the King of the Mists. Sweet. Alright, well thank you all so much for stopping by the first of our Malachi and Macaison stream. We will continue this probably later in the week. We'll also be continuing our current Let's Plays for Total War Warhammer, so there's going to be no changes there. Tomorrow is going to be a good old Skull Taker and a Goldfag Maneater, so look forward to those, and we will hopefully have another stream here for Path of Exile. Let's say Wednesday we'll shoot for. So thanks all for stopping by, and I'll catch you all next time.